Good day, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Wumi for my first time viewer. Today's tutorial will be how to cut a pencil skirt. A pencil skirt. This training is actually for the beginners. It will actually be good for the beginners. And please subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment, and let me know how you feel about it. I'm going to start now. As you can see, this is the measurement I'm going to use. This is the W stand for waist, E, and the length of the skirt. So the waist is going to be 32, 40, 22. That's waist 32, E 40, length 22. All right, that's the measurement we're going to use. Okay, so right now I already have my line here to make it fast for us. So I already measured this is the line. This line is actually for waist, the hip, and the length. So right now what I did here is from here to here, from this waist to the hip is 8 inches. I use 8 inches. I usually use 8 inches, which is perfect for most people. 8 inches is perfect, except if the person is a bit tall. Maybe the person is tall, it can be like 8.5, 9. But actually 8 inches is mostly perfect for people. So right now I'll show you the measurements for you to confirm. You can see this little this space here is half inch because I'm going to use that to sew to join with the band, because this is going to have a band. But right now we're using a brown paper. It's like a pattern draft, so you are using a brown paper. But if you're going to use your own fabric, you can as well use a brown paper then paste it on your fabric. But if you're going to use your fabric, definitely it's going to be folded into two. It's going to be folded into two, but because this one is just the paper, so it's just, I did not fold it. But if you're going to put it on your fabric, you fold the fabric into two. You fold it into two. And basically, you use the hip measurement to fold the biggest part of the measurement, which is the hip. The hip is 40. So you can, when you're folding it, you use 40. That's one you would, because we're going to divide it into two, the front and the back. So when you say you have 40 hip, which means by the time you divide it into two, it's going to give you 20. So it will be 20, so which means 20 for the front, 20 for the back. Right, okay? So right now, so after dividing into two, you have 20, the front part 20, the back 20. So which means the front that is 20, we're going to fold the fabric into two. So by the time you fold the fabric into two, it's going to be 10 inches. It's going to be 10 inches. Please understand this part. It's going to be 10 inches because the front part is 20, the back part is 20. So by the time, because you're going to fold fabric into two, because by the time you open it, it will be wide. But right now you're going to fold the fabric into two. But this is a brown paper. I'm just using this just to show you how it's being done. So let's continue now. So what I did basically is the length 22. We're using length 22. So and I'm going to use 1 inch for the waist, the waistband. We're using 1 inch for the waistband. Okay, we're going to use 1 inch for the waistband. So which means the 1 inch will be deducted from the 22. For the 22, that's the length. It's going to be deducted. So which will give us 21. It will give us 21. So right now, so I'm going to do it this way. So this half inch, because we're going to use half inch to join the skirt with the band. So that is the half inch that you're seeing here. So from there, I'm going to now take the measurement down. Look at it. One is already off, which is going for the band. So right now, I'm going to do the measurement down from that one to the hip. That's 8. That is 8. 8 inches. So okay, let's say the I think being the this thing is there, the band is there, which means we're going to take the measurement from the band to the way to the hip, which will give us 8. But right now the band is out of it, so we put it up this way. Then this it will, which means we're going to be left with 7. We're going so this will be 7. So right now this one goes for this, for the band. Why you the from 1 to 8, this particular number 8 is for the hip. Then down to the length, that's 22. So now after that 22 length, I added 2 inches. I added 2 inches for the turn up. That we're going to, that's for the folding in. The sewing allowance, we're going to, after sewing it, you fold it in with 2 inches. So it depends. If you want to use 1, good. But I'm going to use 2 here because I want the folding at the down part of it to be a bit big. So with that, I'm going to use 2 inches. So it depends on your choice. You can decide to use 1, you can decide to use 2, you can decide to use 2.5. So right now I want to believe you understand everything. I believe you understood everything. So right now the waist is 32. So let's have the measurement. The waist is 32. So 32 divided, because as I said, we divided it into 2, the front and the back. Then the front, so when you divide 32 into 2, it gives us 16. So after that 16, you will divide it into 2. So basically you are dividing into 4. You are dividing into 4 basically. So that's the front, one side, the other side, that's 2. The back, this side, and the other side, that's another 2. So right now the waist is 32 divided into 2 will give us 16. 16 divided into 2 will give us 8. So you mark the 8 and put your dart allowance. We're going to put that. So put that allowance, then 1.5 as a sewing allowance. 8 inches, that allowance, 1.5 for the sewing allowance. So the hip now is 40. Hip is 40. So divided into 2 is 10. Then divided into 2 gives us 20. Then divide the 20 into 2 give us 10. So you mark your 10 and add your 1.5 sewing allowance. Then the down part, we're going to deduct 3 from your hip measurement. Please get this right, because we are making a pencil skirt. So you have to be shapy. You have to come in front of pencil, shape down. So which means you're going to deduct 3 inches. Some actually deduct 4, depending on how fitted you want it to be. But 3 is perfect. To me, 3 is perfect. Why some even deduct 2? But I use 3 so as to give some fitting. So which means we'll now deduct 3 from this 40. So when you deduct 3 from 40, it gives 37. Okay, 37 divided by 2 will be 18.5. Okay, then 18.5 divided by 2, that will be 9/4. I hope I'm right. 9/4. So the 9/4, add your sewing allowance. So that is it. Then you get your ruler. The curve ruler is actually good for this part, for the skirt. Is your pencil skirt, the curve ruler is good to shape the hip out. So you use your curve ruler to give it a perfect shape. Use your curve ruler for the perfect ruling. So can you see this? The shape is already out. So right now I'm going to cut this off. So let's cut it out. So as you can see, the down part, I'm going to fold it in. I'm going to fold it in before trimming off the waist. I'm going to fold it in, and I will show you why by the time I'm done. So after folding it in, then you trim off everything. So this is basically very clear, as you can see. So now if I bring it down, you can see the reason why I folded it in. Because if I should cut it straight, by the time you want to sew your, if by the time you want to sew it, fold it up, it will not get to this end. So it's not going to lay well. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to lay well. So that was why I had to like fold it up before trimming. So it's going to come out this way. It's a bit shapy here, so as to balance with the upper part. So right now, this is for the front part. This is for the front part. So we paste it in another brown paper to cut the back. So can you see? I'm going to add 1.5 as sewing allowance. As zip allowance. We are not adding any sewing allowance again. Everything is added to the front part. So all we need to do is just to paste the front to the back. So I'm going to add 1.5 inch for the zip part. So I pin it down. This is very easy. It's actually the easiest. So you hold the measurement. So we're using 1.5 as a sewing allowance. So all you need to do just to pin down, then trim off. So right now we're going to trim this off. So this is actually what you're going to do if you're using your fabric, because you can do it direct on your fabric. If you want to do it direct on your fabric, all you need to do is just to fold the fabric into two. So right now this is the front and this is the back. This is the zip allowance. So right now I'm going to do put the measurement for the zip. I'm going to use 8 inches for the zip. So I'm going to mark it 8 inches for the zip. Oh, sorry. Okay. So that's from the waist down here. I'm going to use 8 inches. I'm going to mark 8 inches, as you can see, for the zip part, 8 inches. Okay, so this will serve for the zip part. And from down part, so let me just fold this because it's the sewing allowance. Sorry, the turning in at the bottom. So we're going to add like this is going to come with it's going to have a little slit at the back so as to be able to be free, or whoever is going to wear it. So right now I'm going to use 7 inches, or because it's a small skirt, I wouldn't want the person um I won't want the person tight to be open. So right now, let me just use 6. We can decide to use 7 depending on what you want actually. So right now, from here to here is the zip part, while from here to here will be the slit part. So which means you're going to sew here down. This is where the joining will be. So here will be for the zip part. So what you can do, you sew everything down. After you sew it down, after when you get here, you lock it. I mean you lock your sewing. So when you're sewing from the waist, when you get to where the zip is going to stop, you lock it. Like, okay, you can set your machine to gathers. You use your gathers because you're going to lose this one because you're going to put your zip. Use your gathers to this end here, lock it, then you can tighten your stitch, your stitch a bit here. Then you put the normal stitch in here. After when you get here, you lock it again. So which means this side will be tight while this side will be loose. Then this side also you use your gathers because you're still going to lose it back. So there is no need to lock here or here. The locking will just be in between. So that is how you're going to be doing it. So after sewing, that's after you have done that, you can now open the fabric into 2. That's because you must have joined here, because the back will have 2, one left and the right side at the back. So after sewing it, you open it, iron it out very well. So which means you are going to use the traces, the line, that's the ironing part after losing it to fix your zip. That is where you're going to fix your zip, while this other side will be open. Okay, I want to believe you understand everything I've just explained. So it is very, very easy. It is very easy, very fast to sew. The cutting and the sewing very, very smooth, very fast. So it's something you can easily wear. And as a pencil skirt, even to office, you wear your pencil skirt, put on a nice shirt or a nice polo top on it. You should understand better. Pencil skirt can go with so many things. You can put a jacket on it or anything you just feel like, and put on your high heel, your wedge, anything. That will be everything will be perfect anyhow you want it. Anyway, don't let me say too much about it. This is all about pencil skirt. This is all about pencil skirt. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like my video, give it thumbs up, subscribe, share with friends, with the beginners that it will really help them. Thank you very much. Till next time, I will say bye for now.